aspect of your life. So Eric Adams, he was just elected mayor of New York City after focusing on fighting crime and law and order. It's a big plank in his campaign. He committed as part of his campaign platform to bring back plainclothes police officers, something I know a little bit about. Here's how Hawk Newsome, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter of Greater New York, responded.
If they think that they're going to go back to the old ways of policing, then we're going to take to the streets again. There will be riots, there will be fire, and there will be bloodshed.
Joining me now for the rebuttal is the man in that clip, Greater New York City Black Lives Matter chapter co-founder, Hawk Newsome. Hawk, thanks for joining me. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Sure. So, Hawk, Mayor-elect Adams responded to what you said. I want to play this clip and get your reaction. Check this out.
New Yorkers are not going to live in fear, and we're not going to be intimidated by anyone. This city is not going to be a city of riots. It's not going to be a city of burning. If fringe elements want to hurl rhetoric like that, that's silly to New Yorkers.
Hawk, your thoughts and your response to Mayor-elect Eric Adams.
I'm thankful for this opportunity. What we have here is some activists, he wants to call us fringe, but let's face the facts. We opened our own school in the Bronx. We fed 25,000 people last year. We provide Christmas gifts. We even paid funeral expenses. We do a lot of great work in the city of New York, so much so that last year he called me personally and asked me for a political endorsement for his mayoral campaign. But this isn't about me and Eric Adams. This is about Black New York. We went into his office with issues. And we presented these issues in a very intelligent and articulable way. And where we hit an impasse was when we said, hey, we want to hold you accountable. He said, don't hold me accountable. I'm holding you accountable. So here you have this politician who everybody voted for, who ran on a campaign saying, hold me accountable. And now he doesn't want to be held accountable. I just really don't get it. Right now, he's in the media and there's this circus. That's not who I am. I'm not a politician. I'm one of the people. And what the people need are opportunities. The Bronx needs schools that don't have a 60% high school dropout rate. We need housing projects that me and my organization don't have to go and clean urine and defecation out of personally. We shouldn't have to pick up garbage from our children's playgrounds and sterilize the equipment.
Let me ask you a question. How does, I don't understand how rioting though and implying that there's going to be bloodshed will, give those places more schools and better schools and how it'll fix the problem. I mean, you clearly said that. I heard you. Why would you say something like that?
Let's call it foreshadowing. The unit that he wants to bring back, the style of policing that he has promised in New York is responsible for the death of Eric Garner and all the protests that follow, Sean Bell, who was murdered on his wedding night, and all the protests that follow, and Amadou Diallo, an immigrant who was shot 41 times by the same unit for reaching for his wallet. Dan, I was a kid who was home from college, driving through the Bronx, a good kid who was snatched out of his car and searched frequently. We're talking about sitting on your stoop, eating sunflower seeds and drinking what we call a quarter water or a cheap juice in the hood. As a teenager, just being a kid, and this same unit would jump out and frisk and harass us. We are in 2021. There's so much technology out there. There's so much research and data out there that we could find new ways to keep our community safe. We challenge him to reimagine policing.
We did, Hawk, we tried this. I mean, I was a cop in a very busy precinct in East New York, Brooklyn, and I can tell you for every incident you cite, there's 50 to 100 to 1,000 other incidents where plainclothes police officers are pulling some drug dealer off the street who was slinging crack and had a gun on him who wanted to kill an innocent victim. Why do you leave all that out? I mean, of course there's going to be negative police-public interactions. There are millions of interactions a year. But you citing 5 or 6 bad incidents as a reason to get rid of plainclothes policing strikes me as ridiculous. And then implying somehow that there's going to be, riots if they bring back these plainclothes police officers. I don't understand how any of that helps.
Okay, I want to communicate with you, but I want to take the emotion out of it. I just want to speak logically, right? What I did was foreshadow and told you what would happen, told America what would happen if these police go out and eventually kill someone, and that will happen. Now, on the other hand, if you want to throw out the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution for the sake of safety, then you do that. Me personally, I believe in the Constitution. I don't want to bring back unconstitutional practices to keep people safe. I think that we could work within the Constitution
Hawk, that's not
to keep our
accurate,
cities
man.
safe.
Listen, you said you want to speak
It
logic.
absolutely is
but you
accurate.
said, no, because
Stop and frisk was found to be inaccurate. Hold on, I'm losing you. Maybe it's because you're yelling.
Hawk,
But stop and frisk was found by the
but
courts
you're
to be
not-
unconstitutional.
You're suggesting something that is not logical by claiming you're being logical, okay? Stop and frisk, Terry frisks, based on reasonable suspicion, happen literally every minute across the country right now. That is not what the court decision said. You're not reading it right. You're not allowed as a police officer right now
Here's the
to
thing.
frisk
I'm not sure
someone if
what
you don't
law
have
school you went
reasonable
to.
suspicion.
I'm not sure what law school you
you're
went
just
to.
making that
but
up.
when I was in law school, are you gonna let me talk, bro? Like, I'm exhausted. I'm out here working. I'm trying to do these interviews. I'm trying to do these interviews while I'm running a school, while I'm taking care of a family. I came on here because I thought I'd have an opportunity to talk. But I understand what you're saying about case law. But the courts in New York City, in New York State, found this to be unconstitutional. What I'm saying to you is, we are so smart. You're talking about Terry, and that was last century. Can we think of a new way of policing? Huh? Can we introduce some new ideas? Can we start talking about what Dr. King was fighting against before he left, which is fighting poverty, because poverty is the mother of all crime. People commit crimes out of desperation. So this, in being Fox News and a conservative news outlet, should allow me to say the following. What we're presenting with Black opportunities, what we're proposing is a place where kids can go and learn job skills, can learn how to meditate, can have activities to do to empower them for the future. We could give them LSAT prep and test prep. And there's just one other part to this. We could take people from housing projects who are caught up in the public assistance system, and we can give these people job skills. Right?
You don't want riots, correct? And violence. I just want to get you on the record here. Hawk,
let me explain something.
I just want to get you on the record. You don't want violence.
I'm going on the record right now.
I'm
going on the record right now.
Okay.
As Dr. King said, riots are the voice of the unheard. It's a natural occurrence that if people continue to be traumatized and oppressed, they will lash out. That's it.
Do you condemn violence or not? But they shouldn't lash out, correct?
Dan, what I'm telling you is, right? What I'm telling you is, the Boston Tea Party was a riot. It was because people were fed up. So they took to the streets.
I'm not asking about the Boston Tea Party, Hawk.
No, but what you're talking to me about is,
do you condemn violence
it's amazing
or not?
that this is Veterans Day, and the first man to die in the fight for this country was a Black man named Chris
why can't you just condemn violence? How does this happen?
Why would I condemn violence? Why would I do that? I believe in self-defense. I believe that if someone
no one's talking about self-defense. All right, let me make it simple. Forget this is clearly a little bit over the head here. Do you condemn rioting and burning down buildings? You're not answering the question. Do you condemn riots and burning down buildings after a police use of force incident you don't like?
No, what I'll say is, I understand when a police officer unjustifiably kills someone, why people lash out. I understand that completely.
I didn't ask. Why can't you answer the question?
I'm not going to condemn.
You can't answer the
nor
question.
am I going to condone it. Now, see, here's the thing.
When Osama
bin Laden and those terrorists attacked the United States of America. Can you let me talk?
Man.
You have a show, you talk as much as you want.
You talk a lot of junk, and then when I put you on the spot, you won't answer a damn question. Do you condone violence?
I'm answering the question.
I'm answering the question. You're all over the place. Just condemn violence and burning of buildings down. How hard is this?
Okay, so when Osama bin Laden attacked the World Trade Center, did you say America should deal with it peacefully?
You're not answering the question, man.
I'm
Nah,
posing
you don't
questions to
that
you.
has
You know,
nothing
I
to
answered your
do
question.
with people burning down businesses in New York City. You're not going to answer the question, Hawk, but listen.
Wait,
I
okay,
appreciate
I'll give you this.
giving it a
I'll
shot.
give you this. I'll
Yeah.
give you this.
No, there's nothing
I
else
don't
to get. I asked you
condone
the
it.
question 3
I
times.
don't promote it, but I will not condemn it.
Yeah, that's just cowardly, man. That's just cowardly.
No, you're
you
a
need to stand
coward.
for something.
You know what?
Yeah,
See,
I'm
you're
a
trying
coward,
to
yeah.
bait me.
I-
God bless you, man.
yeah.
I'm out of here.
Nope.
God bless.
Yeah. You are out of here. You're right. Coming up on Unfiltered, the explosive Rittenhouse trial has gone completely off the rails. A star-studded legal panel joins me to break down the critical moments that destroyed it for the prosecution. Plus, America's Governor Ron DeSantis joins Unfiltered for an exclusive interview. He's not enough of the Biden administration.
That seemed like Bongino's taking lessons from Lemon a little bit right there. I don't know. Damn. What'd you think of that? Have a good day. Do something positive every day. Every day. All right. Peace.